Utah is truly an outdoor lover's dream. Utah has the Wasatch Mountains and Salt Lake City to the north, the Salt Flats and Great Basin Desert to the west, Red Rock Country and national parks to the south, and mountains, rivers, forests, and state parks everywhere in between. Cities located in northern Utah offer access to ski areas, mountain adventures, urban lifestyle, and excellent amenities. Utah's national parks feature some of the most astonishing landscapes in the world. But other lands in Utah promise just as much allure, including state parks, and national monuments and recreations areas. It's safe to call these our hidden gems. And wherever you visit, make sure you're prepared to keep these lands forever mighty. Number 10, Arches National Park. It's no surprise that Arches National Park is one of the top national parks in America. It's a 73,234-acre wonderland of eroded sandstone fins, towers, ribs, gargoyles, hoodoos, balanced rocks, and, of course, arches northwest of Moab. The park protects an amazing landscape that includes the largest proliferation of arches in the world. Over 2,000 arches have been cataloged in Arches National Park. At sunrise, rays of light break over dramatic horizons. Number 9, Dead Horse Point. Visitors to Dead Horse Point State Park are in for a treat. Driving to each of the park's many overlooks reveals a completely different perspective into Utah's vast canyon country. Some visitors claim Dead Horse Point State Park is even more captivating than the Grand Canyon. The park is a slender peninsula of land extending off the massive plateau that is home to Canyonlands National Park's island, in the Sky District. The park sits above the beautiful White Rim Trail in Canyonlands National Park and offers views of Moab, the La Salle Mountains to the south, and the Colorado River, 2,000 feet below. According to legend, the area got its name from its use as a natural horse corral around the turn of the century. Number 8, Park City. Experience a mountain town full of exciting opportunities, where every trail leads to new experiences and the scenery is unforgettable. The natural beauty of the mountains is complemented by a wide variety of restaurants, theater performances, independent film screenings, and concerts. Located just 35 minutes from the Salt Lake City International Airport, getting to Park City is easy. Getting around town is even easier thanks to the free, public transportation system, which includes a fleet of biodiesel and electric buses. Once you're here, you'll find everything you need to ensure a memorable vacation. Number 7, Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is enjoyable at any time of year, but if you want to explore the city with little ones, it may be best to visit in summertime, when warmth and abundant sunshine make the local outdoor attractions appealing for all. It's true that Salt Lake City's culture is inextricably linked with the Mormon Church, but this is a city with something for everyone, even those who'd rather stick to completely secular activities with their kids. Luckily, there's so much to see and do in Salt Lake. The hardest part about planning your trip will be narrowing down your options, which range from the weird and unusual to the beautiful and exhilarating. Number 6, Zion National Park. The oldest national park in the state is also its most popular. Zion is nestled at the nexus of three distinct geographical regions, the Colorado Plateau, the Great Basin, and the Mojave Desert, which makes for an explosion of red rock, lush vegetation, dramatic cliffs and canyons, and breathtaking views. Zion National Park is massive. It covers 229 square miles, to be exact. But seeing the best Zion National Park has to offer in one day is totally doable. That's because the most visited sections of Zion National Park are found along Zion Canyon Scenic Drive, a 6.3-mile road heading into the canyon that's only accessible by shuttle bus most of the year. Number 5. Bryce Canyon. Bryce Canyon National Park, a fantasyland of hoodoos, bizarre rock formations, and sandstone pillars. This is a crazy beautiful place, and its unique landscape sets it apart from other national parks. Although Bryce may not have the same sweeping, expansive vistas as the Grand Canyon, it's still a breathtaking experience the first time you see this view. Depending on how much time you have and how much physical activity you're up for, you can explore deep into hoodoo-filled areas or gaze at them from above. Many natural formations are whimsically named, and it's fun to see what places like Fairyland Canyon and the Silent City look like. Wherever you go, don't forget your camera as there are so many beautiful views. Number 4. Bonneville Salt Flats. A 12 by 5 mile stretch occupying 300,000 acres of Utah's pristine West Desert, the Bonneville Salt Flats is like no other place on Earth. A salt crust ranging from a few inches to 5 feet thick forms a perfectly flat, uniform, blindingly white crust as far as the eye can see. The flats are about 12 miles long and 5 miles wide, covering about 46 square miles in total. Visitors from all around the world have traveled to see this pristine, otherworldly landscape about an hour and a half west of Salt Lake City. Aside from the beautiful views, the Salt Flats are an international hub for car racing. Several speed records have been set at the flats, including the one-time land speed record of 630 miles per hour, established in 1970 and standing until 1983. Number 4. Bonneville Salt Flats. Antelope Island is a 42-square-mile island of low mountains, grasslands, marshes, and sand dunes in the Great Salt Lake. It provides the best access to the lake. It has white sandy beaches, a marina, covered picnic pavilions, and a campground. There is a very good network of trails for hiking, biking, and horseback riding. A herd of bison roam the island along with pronghorn. Best of all are the great views out over the lake, and most days end with a spectacular sunset. Number 2. Capitol Reef National Park. Capitol Reef National Park lies in Utah's south-central desert, an oasis of colorful sandstone cliffs, impressive domes, and soaring monoliths. Once called Wayne Wonderland, the park got its name in part from the Great White Rock formations which resemble the U.S. Capitol building, and from the sheer cliffs that presented a barrier to early travelers. The gateway town of Torrey is just 8 miles west of Capitol Reef National Park's Visitor Center, on Highway 24. The town offers lodging and restaurants, and easy access to the scenic wonders inside the park. Other neighboring communities on the west side of Capitol Reef, such as Grover, Teasdale, Bicknell, Lyman, and Loa, also make great staging areas for exploration of this national park. Number 1. Monument Valley. One of the legendary landscapes of the U.S., Monument Valley is located within the Navajo Nation Reservation. Located along the Utah-Arizona border, Monument Valley is about 25 miles from Mexican Hat. Once a lowland basin, the valley has been carved by the sands of the meandering river. Drive along to watch the famous panorama of the Mitten Buttes, Merrick Butte from the John Ford's Point, or hike the Wildcat Trail. This majestic land makes for a truly wondrous experience.